Tonight will mark the longest night of the year here in the Northern Hemisphere, and it is a night of massive magic. During this long night, the Holly King will dig in the earth, down through the forest mast, the rich loam, through the clay, until there, curled in the roots, he will find his brother, the Oak King. Carefully, reverently, the normally cold and cruel monarch of winter will lift his sibling up in his arms and lay him on the leaves, acorns, and twigs of the brown understory of the great everforest. His blue eyes will linger on his brother's face as he leans there on the rim of the grave. His breath will slow, each exhalation coming in a bellows gush of mist, until he sees finally, with the sky growing pale in the east, his twin taking his first massive inhalation, taking in the cool, clear air that his brother offers him. With this first breath that the Oak King takes, the Holly King will slump and fall, sliding heavily down into the roots of the world tree and into the dark womb of their mother. Opening his honey-colored eyes, the Oak King will look around, expectantly, hopefully, the frost burning off of his brown curls, melting out of his beard, falling away from his broad, heavy antlers. He will look around for his brother, but he knows where he will be. He will rise, stretching like the light that reaches up from the horizon. His fingers will brush the clouds that sweep the pale morning. Sighing heavily, he will step over to the edge of the grave and look down to see his sibling, already withering, shrinking, becoming a husk as he himself had been mere months before. With a tear threatening to spill onto his cheek, he will jump down, taking his twin's almost weightless form into his arm and curling him into a fetal position, like a seed waiting within its shell, and tuck him into the pulsing roots of everything. As the Oak King leans into his brother's brow, the Holly King's antlers will crumble, falling to dust in a soft gray halo around his shaggy silver mane. The Oak King will climb from the hole, up into the light of the first lengthening day. He will stand, his chest filling with winter air and exhaling life, letting the sleeping green world know that he has arisen and once again the wheel has turned. But he will pause, as his brother had done 6 months before, and he will sing. His voice, a rich, deep baritone made slightly hoarse by disuse and an eternity of laughter, he will sing to the earth, to his mother, who will swell, heave, contract, and swallow the grave of her other son. The Oak King will sing until the tears make him choke. He knows the way of things. He knows how it must be. But on this day he will miss their play. He misses their games, roughhousing in the shallows of a rumbling stream, and eating from the land as they sang by the fire. On this day, he wishes that it could all stop. He will grieve for a while, and so, in his brother's honor, he will let it remain cold. In 6 months, during the longest day of summer, the Oak King will come. He will dig. He will harvest his twin from the rich earth. And for a while, it will remain warm, as the Holly King mourns. Blessed solstice to you, my friends. Blessed Yule, and hold each other close.